Hi there. Welcome back to Hazel and Sunshine Talk About Animals.
Yes.
I'm Sunshine, and this is...
Yes. Martin.
Yes, this is Martin, otherwise known as Hazel, my daughter.
I'm not Hazel, I'm Martin.
Yes, she is pretending to be Martin.
I am not pretending, I'm just Martin.
Okay, she is Martin Kratt, right? From the Kratt brothers. Would you like to show us what you're wearing today? Oh, yes, she's got her lovely creature power suit. And now, why did you pick Martin instead of Chris?
Because Martin's creature powers is my favorite color blue, and because he's my favorite Wild Kratts character.
Awesome. Very cool. And you and I sometimes pretend to play Wild Kratts, right?
And because I don't have a Chris creature power suit.
Yeah, you have a Martin one?
Yes.
Yep. All right. And I like to pretend to be Aviva, right?
Yes.
Because she's the one that invents things. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So, today's episode, if you haven't figured out, is inspired by the Wild Kratts. And Hazel and I are both big fans of the Wild Kratts. And so we are going to do our own little Wild Kratts inspired episode today. And it's going to be kind of led, or it's from Hazel's ideas. So, excuse me. Should we start with this one first?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, get you in the picture.
So the first animal we're going to talk about today, what is it?
Walrus.
A walrus. Here we got a walrus.
And do you see we have a walrus too?
And what is this walrus's name?
Wally.
Wally, yes. And you learned something about walruses this week from the Wild Kratts, and then you made something for Wally, or we did. Can you tell us, what did you learn about walruses?
They drag their tusks and their whiskers in the mud to find clams, and then they suck the clams open.
They suck the clams open and they eat the clams?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. And this is
a clam.
A clam.
And this is a clam.
That we made, and then
this is a clam.
These are some beads that we're pretending are clams?
Yes.
Yes.
And yes. And yes.
And so you set up a little clam hunt for Wally this week, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Yes. So those were all, it was almost like an Easter egg hunt or something, but they were underneath some bandanas, and he swam through with his face down in the carpet until he found him, right?
Like this.
Yep. Just like that. So should we read a little bit about walruses from this card? We got a little information on here.
I do not know why.
You don't know why what?
So is information
Oh,
like that?
well, maybe so that we can learn things.
Yeah.
So, let's see. Walruses are mammals, and they live on the Arctic coasts and seas, and they can be 3 to 5 feet long.
That's
High. No, that's not even, I didn't even say that right. That's how tall they are, 3 to 5 feet. Their length is 7 to 12 feet. That's really, really long. And they can weigh 2,000 to 3,000 pounds. And they can swim really good. It says they can swim up to 15 or 20 miles an hour.
Swim.
That's pretty quick.
Swim.
And then you already told us that they like to eat clams, right?
Clam.
Yeah.
Clam,
it says mollusks, shellfish, and fish also.
Fish.
Okay, here's a question for you, Hazel. What do you call a herd? Oh, excuse me.
You mean Martin.
Martin. I said some of the wrong words. Let's try this again. What do you call a group of walruses?
I don't know.
I accidentally said the word before. It's a herd.
A herd?
And what do you call a baby walrus?
A pup.
You know what? We were guessing that it might be a pup, but because when we were talking about this the other day, they call them calves. Take your hands out of your mouth. Calves.
Calves?
Okay, and so it says, walruses live in social groups or herds on the ice pack. They go hunting for food in frigid waters. The huge males are called bulls. Like a huge male cow is a bull.
I am a baby one of those.
Yep, you are a baby one.
But I just have tusks starting to grow.
Oh, are those just your early tusks?
Yes, see?
And this says that female walruses are cows, which is the same. And it says walruses have long canines called tusks, which can grow to be 3 feet long. They use them as weapons.
I think that's bigger than me.
Yeah, it's right around. I don't remember exactly how tall you are, but it's right around how tall you are.
It's bigger.
And it says that the chub around them, the thick blubber, keeps them warm in their Arctic homes.
I did not know that.
All right. Shall we move on to our next creature?
And I forgot to do something when we got to that.
Oh.
Activate Walrus powers.
All right. Well, now you're going to have to quick switch to activate
Tiger powers.
Yes, tiger powers. Here we got a Siberian tiger, and now they're also called Amur tigers. And I know that that's what they call them at the Minnesota Zoo. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. So let's see. They live in frigid, snowy forests of far eastern Russia. Yeah, you know that they live in the snow, don't you? Okay. Do you know what they eat?
Meat.
Yep, they eat meat. Wild boar, deer, elk, small to medium mammals.
Do all these have some questions?
They don't have questions, but they just have information. So I'm turning them into questions. Stop picking your nose. Oh, this is interesting. Do you know what they call a group of tigers? I have never heard this before. Can you take your hands off your face and your nose?
I don't know.
It's called a streak or an ambush. I never heard that before. What about baby tigers? What do they call baby tigers?
Cubs?
Yep.
Just like baby lions are called that.
Yep, you are right. It says that tigers are the world's largest cat. Siberian tigers are extremely rare. There's about 600 Siberian tigers that live in the wild today.
I did not know that.
That makes me sad.
Why?
600? That's not very many at all. I bet there used to be way more tigers than that.
I thought that was a yacht in Ontario.
Well, that's a lot if you're like going to say that there's 600 tigers in our house or something, or even like in our town. But if you talk about 600 tigers in the whole world, that's pretty sad. I mean, that live in the wild. You know, like the Wild Kratts talk about animals living free and in the wild. That's not very many tigers.
In the wild.
Yeah. It says they're strong enough to pull a 600-pound wild boar and even swim with it across a river. A boar is like a pig, big pig. In the winter, its thick coat becomes a little bit of a lighter color.
I didn't
Probably to
know
help them to stay camouflaged in the snow.
Probably to do that.
Next animal. Wait, activate creature. Oh, bring it over.
I was going to do that once I...
Sorry.
Activate monkey powers.
Do you remember which kind of monkey this one is?
Orangutan.
Yeah, this is orangutan.
Orangutan.
And you know what? These ones are actually part of the primates. They are not monkeys because monkeys have tails. But
we don't have tails.
Yep, no tails. These are Hazel's orangutans. And then this one is Suma. And you got this one when we visited Grandma and Michael down in Oklahoma at the zoo. I don't remember where you got this one. Do you remember where you got it?
It's so small and so sad.
Yeah, they're both pretty sweet. So let's see. Let's learn about orangutans.
Is there, is there a word you're turning into a question?
Well, you know what? This one doesn't tell us what a group of orangutans are. We'll have to look that up. What do you think what do you think you call the young ones for orangutans?
I don't know.
Babies.
Babies?
Yeah. And you know, when you see baby orangutans, I mean, look at that baby. Doesn't it look? It looks like a baby. So cute.
And when you look at this stuffed animal, baby orangutan, look at this. Isn't that cute?
It's very cute. So it says that the name orangutan, okay, when you jump up and down like that, you make the iPad shake. The name orangutan means man of the jungle in the Malayan language. They lead solitary lives, unlike their social cousins, the gorillas and the chimpanzees. And the young stay with their moms for 7 years. A male's arm span can be up to 7 feet. That's really long. They live in the treetops. And you know what? During a rainstorm, these clever primates often use leaves as umbrellas.
Oh.
That's pretty smart, huh?
Yeah. Use as umbrellas?
Yeah. You were just asking me when we were outside yesterday if monkeys and orangutans use tools, right?
And they do.
Yeah.
Leaves as umbrellas.
Yeah, that's one thing. And I know they use rocks to smash. Chimpanzees will use rocks to smash a nut to eat.
Like this.
Yep. Or a stick. They might stick into a log and get bugs on it. Yep. I don't know if they can see what you're doing. Yep. All right. Well, should we go on to our next? Oh, not this one. That's for a different show. Okay, let's go on to this one.
Oh, this is.
Oh, you know what? I saw this one fall on the floor earlier.
This is the one that does not have its tick bird.
Oh, yes.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Now, what is this?
Rhino.
Rhino. Yes, this is Rhino. And now Hazel named this rhino off of a rhino that was in the Wild Kratts. Oh, did I mess up? Martin. I'm sorry.
And you're Aviva?
Yes, I keep getting mixed up. Martin named this rhino, and its name is Nubs because of its cute little nubs.
Because of its cute little nub.
Yep. So this is Nubs.
But he does not have its tick bird.
No, he doesn't have his. So Hazel and I learned in the Lion Guard, which is the spin-off TV show from The Lion King, that, oh my, let's stop yawning, that rhinos have tick birds that hang out with them and eat the bugs off of them. So Hazel had...
ticks.
Yep. Hazel had a bird that was pretending to be the tick bird, and it's missing somewhere in the house. Right?
Missing tick
bird. Oh dear. Should we learn a little bit about rhinos?
Yes, I want.
Oh, what do you think a group of rhinos is?
I do not know.
It's called a crash of rhinos. That's kind of cool, huh?
Like a stampede of rhinos?
Yeah, kind of.
Instead of a crash.
A crash.
A crash of rhinos.
Yeah. And what do you think babies are called?
Calves.
Yes, baby rhinos are calves. You are right.
I'm a calf.
Hold on. Okay, settle down. So this card is about the Indian rhinoceros, which only has one horn. And so this one has two. So that, I don't know what kind is in it. I'm going to guess maybe African rhino or black rhino, maybe. I don't know all my rhino types. But it says that rhinos wallow in the mud to protect their hides from sunburn. Their thick, dark gray hide falls in folds, giving the rhino an armor-plated appearance. And a newborn calf weighs up to 150 pounds. Wow.
But
okay.
Nubs does not.
All right.
Oh, I forgot to do. Activate rhino powers. Click. Activate. What next? Activate really cool creature. Activate Komodo Dragon powers.
All right. Back up, girlfriend. We got a Komodo Dragon coming at you. Whoa. How about you hold it up so that they can see Komodi? This is Komodi. Let's see. What does it say?
I remember how they smell in the account. They smell.
Do they move their head back and forth like that?
With their tongue
With
out.
their tongue out. Awesome. That's great. Okay, let's see what... It does not say what a group of Komodo dragons are, but they probably don't hang out in groups very much. That's probably one of the reasons why they don't have a word for that. Because they don't like to hang out together, right?
Yeah, no.
Do you know what baby Komodo dragons are called?
No, I don't.
They're called hatchlings.
Well, I thought maybe they were.
You thought they were called hatchlings?
I thought maybe.
Maybe they were. Well, they are.
Because they hatch out of their egg.
Yep.
So they're called hatchlings?
Mm-hmm. That sounds about right. It says the largest and perhaps smartest lizard in the world. It is quick and agile and able to climb trees and swim. They were discovered about 100 years ago on the island of Komodo in Indonesia.
I think that's Komodo Dragon.
Mm-hmm. And it says it waits in ambush and then it seizes its prey. Its saliva, its spit, has deadly bacteria which ultimately kills any prey that escapes the dragon's fierce bite. So if the Komodo dragon bites you, you're probably going to die from the venom and the bacteria. Right? All right, so that's Komodo.
I don't know. Want you to bite me.
But Komodo's nice, right? He's not like as mean as other Komodo dragons.
He is, but
I mean,
when he's Kenge, he is.
Yeah, sometimes he pretends to be Kenge from the Lion Guard, and he's not nice then, and he doesn't like being called a little lizard either.
He says, "I'm not a little lizard."
Yes, she does a really good impression of him. If you've ever seen the episode, you'll know what we're talking about. Who is this?
Scar. I'm not nice.
No, Scar is the ultimate villain, isn't he? We got African lion card.
And I am an African lion.
You are, Scar. Let's learn about. Ooh. Settle down.
Don't pet me.
Oh, okay. You turn
I'm
around.
not a pet.
Okay, you turn around. No trying to bite me. What is a group of lions called?
Pride.
Yes.
Knew it.
And what are baby lions called?
Cubs.
And what do lions eat?
Meat.
Yep, it says antelope, warthogs, gazelles, buffalo.
Those are all meat.
They probably would eat it makes me sad to say, but a baby elephant, if they could get their claws on a baby elephant.
Don't say
Other small.
I am starting to like elephant, so don't say
Okay, we won't talk about that. Sorry. Okay, you have 2 more creatures out here that we don't have cards for, but that we wanted to share.
Yes.
So how about we share this one first? What's this
one?
Shadow. And what kind of creature is Shadow?
A black jaguar. Activate jaguar powers. Black jaguar powers.
Is that part of the power?
Yes.
Can they smell real good?
No, I'm just smelling the eyeball.
Oh, okay. Well, speaking of smelling, our final creature has some smells. Should we check out the final one?
Stinky.
This will be a good one to end on.
I am gonna make it do something on the end.
Well, bring it over. Let's introduce him first.
Bunga from the Lion Guard.
Yes,
Honey Badger.
Bunga is a honey badger from the Lion Guard. And if you don't know the Lion Guard, but you know Lion King, Bunga was adopted by Pumbaa and Timon because he didn't have parents, and then he becomes the bravest
of the Lion Guard.
Yeah, so he's the bravest one. So Bunga he's a honey badger, and what do we know about honey badgers before the stinky part? We know that they're really tough, right?
Yes.
And they dig really good?
Yes. Dig.
Yeah. Okay. And so what else do we know about them? What did you want to share with us?
They're really stinky.
They're really stinky. What?
It's unbelievable. Activate honey badger powers. Stink.
Oh no.
Stink.
And now what would be the reason, Bunga? What is the reason that you had to spray your stink? What's that for? What does that do?
To scare predators away.
Oh, because then the predators don't want to eat them anymore, huh? Oh. All right, one more time. Oh dear. Oh. Okay. All right. So that is the honey badger. So those are the creatures that we wanted to tell you about today.
Activate all of the creature power.
Okay, hold on. Now, we should say a big thank you. Can you back up just a little bit? To who should we say thank you to?
Wild Kratts.
Yes, to Wild Kratts. Say thank you, Wild Kratts, for such an awesome show.
Thank you, Wild Kratts, for such awesome show.
We learn so much from them, don't we?
Thank you, Wild Kratts, for a really good show.
Yes.
Thank you.
If you happen to like the Wild Kratts and you didn't know, today they have an Amazon adventure movie. Okay, calm down.
Yes.
Adventure movie that came out on PBSkids, and Hazel watched it this morning, right?
Oh, yes.
Was it good?
Yes.
Good deal. All right.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that we need to say before we end this episode?
I don't know if there is.
I don't think so. I think we can just say we'll see you later.
There's one thing we can't do yet.
What's that? Oh, are you waving? Is this your paw? Are you waving your paw? Should we grab some animals and have them help us say goodbye?
Stink!
All right, should Komodo come in here too?
I'm not you lizard!
All right, ready?
Hang up, please.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.